Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones 4.0. So once again we are going to be attacking Dawn because let's face it, we kinda need to take some stuff from them, don't we? Yeah, we kinda do. Anyway, what we're actually gonna try here is literally just going straight up for some trebuchets, obviously, but I'm gonna try this without having anyone in my army. Not sure if that's really gonna... Don't know whether that's going to pay off, but I'm actually kind of hoping that maybe what will happen is the other vassals within House Targaryen will actually try to do something themselves independently of me, and as a result they may actually make some waves and, well, hopefully take some stuff away from where I am, and then we're just going to expand outward much quicker. Once we have eliminated quite a few of the little bits of presence of Dawn on Essos, then I'm thinking that what we'll do is we'll try, not sure if it's going to work, but obviously our final objective, or one of our final objectives, by the way, I gave the flying dragon to Soren, who is, of course, our spouse. And we're going to see how that really works out. I don't know whether it's going to work out that well at all, but, you know, we can just try it and see. Anyway... yeah, as I said, final objective probably would be to take King's Landing, as you might expect, because obviously that is Daenerys's, you know, that's her main objective in the show and in the books and so on and so forth. So, you know, generally that would probably be a pretty good idea, wouldn't it? I think that would be a pretty good idea. So that's what we'll try. Not sure if it's really going to work out too well. I'm basically just going to try and step over all of these people for the moment. That is what I'm going to try to do right now. Soren seems to be actually doing okay on her dragon at the moment. I'm quite surprised. As you can see, I don't know what is she actually what is she actually doing over there? Is she actually doing anything useful, or is she just not? I don't know. I'm actually not entirely sure. Oh no, my dragon! No! Don't kill my dragon, please. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm just going to walk away very quickly here. Okay, there we go. Whew, that was close, wasn't it? That was super close. All right, well, I'm happy that we were able to hopefully deal some pretty good damage, and I think I'm gonna probably get off my dragon here. Hopefully it won't get killed while just, you know, chilling out there. Oh, I need a good mount, actually. Let me get this one. There we go. Alright, that's seeming pretty nice. We've got a polearm, but I've also got this weapon, which apparently, according to some of you, which is rather amusing to me now, you've told me that this is a ceremonial blade, according to George R. Martin. So that's very funny, because that means that I'm literally using this ceremonial blade in combat, because, let's face it, it is unwieldy. You know, it is extremely unwieldy and definitely not to be used in combat, but I'm doing it. Because, you know, it's funny. You know, it's funny. It's actually, in my opinion, it looks very cool. And I suppose that's the reason why it looks cool, because it is indeed a ceremonial blade of some kind. So yeah, usually ceremonial blades, or weapons in general, are going to look a lot more prestigious and ornamental than, you know, something that is actually used in real combat situations. But oh, Soren's actually doing fantastically. Look at that. She actually came in right there and did some damage with it. Oh, now that's real nice. I'm loving that. I am very much liking that. So yeah, obviously, by all means, let me know if you think that what is going on right here with me using multiple dragons now. Obviously, I don't have to use multiple dragons, but let me know if you want me to continue using dragons or not, because obviously, in many cases, this is going to be extremely powerful. They are very strong, but then you also have to think about the lore aspect of things as well, because, oh no, Viserion actually died, look at that! But I wasn't riding him, so I'm actually not entirely sure if that makes any difference. Well, that would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? That would be very unfortunate, but yeah, anyway, as I say, let me know what you think about that, because I personally, I'm not sure what I think about it right now. I kind of have I'm in two minds. That's why I'm asking you about it, because I'm thinking, well, if I can't really decide, then maybe Maybe some of you can maybe help me out on that, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we're probably going to just be letting them go, because the main reason why we want to let them go is actually because we don't want them to make peace. Yeah, we don't want them to make peace, and they are inevitably going to make peace super, super fast if we decide to take them prisoner. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe we can do this a little bit differently. I'm going to take quite a few of these Dornish Vipers, and that is what we're going to be, we're actually going to be converting those hopefully to our side relatively soon. Ooh, we have not enough space actually, amusingly enough. How's my herd bonus? My herd bonus is actually not entirely bad. No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, that's really strange. I'd love to be able to yeah, no, it's actually not really strange. I have an insane amount of armor and weapons in my inventory at the moment. I could theoretically go into a marketplace, and as far as I'm aware, if I sold both my armor and my weapons, I would be able to accrue around 250,000 or 300,000 in gold just from that, which is absolutely incredible in my opinion. So yeah, anyway, oh look, they've already started making peace. Yeah, they've already started making peace. Okay, well, that's not going to stop me. I'm going to try very hard here to get all of this done. There we go. Not sure if they're actually even going to make peace, because it is just a messenger that has come along here. These guys are attempting to do something here. I don't want you to come in here, sir. You're not going to come in here because he's going to take over the entire siege, and things are just not going to go very well. So we're just going to do this the old-fashioned way, where we're just going to head in straight away. Yeah, Viserion actually seems to be completely fine, as you can see right here. So he's just, you know, he's back on his feet. He was just sleeping, all right? He was just sleeping. He was just a little bit knocked out. You know, he's absolutely fine now. And, yeah, this is actually going to be a pretty amusing situation because, yeah, this. Yes, indeed. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Can I... Oh, I can actually... What? Okay, I did not anticipate this. I did not think to myself that I would be able to do that in a million years, but apparently I am able to. I can't go beyond this little bridge here, which I suppose is to be expected, but it's nice to know that you can actually get into the walls dependent on the fief that you're attacking. But I have just completely eliminated every single person in my way here, so I can now make my way in. We're moving super fast. Is it just me? I'm moving so incredibly quickly right here. I don't even have a huge amount of... Oh, I do have a pretty good amount of athletic skill, actually. Oh, am I going to die? Please don't die. Elias, you must live, at least for one more kill, sir. One more kill. There we go. There's the one more kill. Now I can die a happy, happy man. There we go. Hopefully that is going to be fine. Yes, yes. Murder, more murder, please. More murder is on the menu, or maybe not. Okay, well, I'm at 0 HP right now. Oh, that is such a... Yeah, that's also a classic moment, isn't it? Yeah, it's just like, oh yes, I am wonderful at just managing to survive either by the sliver of well, nothingness. As you can see, I basically have nothing on the bar there. Or I die extremely early on, and that's the end of it. That's usually how things go. Anyway, we were able to achieve victory there because we actually, or I, purchased the food early on in the siege, before we even began, you know, declaring war against them or anything like that. And that made it possible for us to starve them out just that much faster, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, anyway, we're just going to move ahead here. I'm not going to take the prisoners or anything like that. I just want to move on straight away from here. Just going to show mercy. And as I said, I think it'd probably be a good idea to go in here and just sell as much as I can of my armor and things, because you can see here, look at how much money I'm getting from this, and look at the scroll bar on the side. You see how much stuff I actually have available to sell. It's pretty crazy, and I've got the same kind of scroll bar in the weapons section as well, so it's going to be very difficult to sell all of that stuff, let's just say that. Anyway, as you can see, we've now consolidated this area. What's this faction over here? Oh, the Vale. Ah, yes, that's the other Westeros faction that has decided to kind of be a bit irritating. Ah, Dawn has apparently taken Myr from us. Well, I'm not a big fan of that. But that's the thing. We've kind of got to make we got to make some moves. You know what I mean? We got to make some moves. So generally, being able to make these kinds of decisions is going to be extremely important for us. So you know, if we declare war against Dawn, we need to kind of make those moves fast. You know, and I'm just hopeful that they won't make peace too quickly. I'd like to take Myr back if I can get there. 124 only. Should be pretty simple. But they don't... Yeah, the main problem is that they... Oh no, are you serious? You absolute imbecile. Oh well, never mind. He wants to help me, of course. I'm not supposed to call him an imbecile. He is our father-in-law after all, but... Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. As you can see, they have now made peace once again, which is to be expected, and they have now taken this from us as well. But Garen was actually taken prisoner as well. So, okay, wait a minute. Now that we've made peace with them again, this is just infinitely annoying, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I know some people have said, yeah, maybe what we should do is we should leave the leave House Targaryen, take our dragons, and then, you know, try to do something with that. But I'm not sure whether we can, really, because in the best case scenario, that's just going to make it so that the opponent, which in that case would be House Targaryen, is going to be extremely powerful. So I'm kind of thinking, yeah, not sure if I really want to do that, because it's going to make them so incredibly strong. It is going to make them super, super powerful, because we've been helping them this entire time. So I'm a bit worried about that, all things considered. Just going to level up my writing skill once more. And we have everything else with 5 focus points. But yeah, there's... I don't know what it is, but Dawn seems to consistently just make peace with us over and over again. And I don't know why, because I've tried something completely different this time around as well. I tried to... not take any of their vassals prisoner, which I actually thought would make a pretty big difference, but I'm actually going to be going for peerage here. If we go for peerage, it's going to make it much harder for Daenerys to actually attempt to sway her council in any way. It's going to cost her a lot more influence and things, and so I'm very much hoping that that might help us. I don't know, obviously, for certain. I really don't know for certain, but it would be nice. Oh, and also look at that. We now... No! We have rebels. Oh no, we have rebels actually attempting to murder us right now. That's not very good. Okay, well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, well, I don't think it matters too much, because they literally only have 4,200 on the wall's HP, which is very funny. And they have 12 days worth of food. I find it quite funny, actually, how the rebellions work in Bannerlord. It feels a bit strange, because there's been a number of times where a rebellion has happened, and you may think, oh, okay, well, you know, it's going to remain the same, you know, the status of that particular fief is going to remain completely the same. In other words, you know, they're going to have the same food, they're going to have the same, you know, wall strength, and in this case, they did have the same wall strength, but something completely different happened, where we basically were unable to starve them out, even though they were starving before. And so that means they must have gotten either an extremely fast... you know, food delivery or something like that, or there is some sort of like magical trickery going on, and I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I really wouldn't be surprised about that, because, you know, they tend to do that quite often. But yeah, anyway, let's just give this guy a little bit more, get some more relation with him as well, and we'll see what we can do against the Vale. That is who I am going to attempt to attack here. Oh, look at that! Maegor has actually reached the age of 5 now. Yes, look at that. Very cool. Alright, so let's actually have a look here. Endurance. Probably go for endurance, to be honest. Probably go for endurance. Let's see here. What else do we want? Bow gains, smithing, one-handed, tactics. Wow, none of this is actually particularly good. We'll go for writing skill, and apparently he's going to gain intelligence otherwise. All right, yeah, well, that's okay. You know, it's not amazing, but it's all right. Sarnor is actually still a thing. Wait a minute. Yeah, Sarnor is actually still a thing. That's kind of weird. That's Veil. Okay, I'm kind of wanting to eliminate Sarnor if at all possible. Not sure if we're going to get the opportunity to do so. I don't think any caravans even make their way past these particular fiefs. I don't think they actually go into castles, do they? I don't think so. But we're just going to attack these villagers, and we're going to declare war against Sarnor here, because we just want to, as I say, we just want to try and expand our territory, expand our influence as much as possible. As you can see, unfortunately though, my influence is significantly reduced right now, and the reason for that, of course, is because I am declaring wars when Daenerys obviously does not want to do that. So, you know, we're getting penalized for that, which of course is to be expected. I'm not expecting her to be forgiving of that or anything like that. You know, I'm 100% expecting us to have issues with, you know, convincing her or whatever. Now look what we have here. It seems like we have some army that wants to deal with Elias one-on-one. Well, technically many-on-one, as you can see right here. And I actually changed what I wanted to do, because obviously I wanted to go to Norvos, but I noticed that there was another town over to the sort of northwest of that, and I was thinking, yeah, you know what? Let's go there instead. And we'll maybe just like sweep across a little bit. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think personally the AI is not really going to be able to do too much with the Flying Dragon, even though it would be absolutely fantastic if it did. But I think in general it's going to be a little bit too unwieldy for them. And yeah, I'm actually not entirely sure how to really make this work right now, because, well, obviously the enemy has very little cavalry. They have around 36. Yeah, seems like 36 cavalry. And, well, we don't really want to charge in there by myself, do we? We don't really want to do that. I have a significant amount of cavalry. I have 101, actually, significant amount. And they're all hiding in the trees. What a wonderful, wonderful thing for them to do. Yes, maybe I can actually head this guy off a little bit here. Maybe I can get him. There we go. We got his mount. That's all that really matters. And then, oh, we actually killed him too. Okay. Well, that was fun. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to actually do damage here. Just take these guys off their mounts, because they're going to be way too strong as it is. It feels to me like a lot of the factions in Essos have really, really good gear. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, not most of them, but quite a few of them do. I'm actually getting shot massively here as well. This is also the reason why we take so much damage with our dragon, because they are dealing damage with thrown weapons. It seems like most of the damage coming in is from thrown. So that is obviously something to bear in mind as well. That means that, you know, even if you're attempting to do something, it's still going to get stopped by some thrown weapons. As you can see, even these horse archers have thrown weapons. And yeah, very, very damaging. And you can see here, look at this. Now this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the reason why we have to be super careful, because now I'm stuck. Or I was stuck, but now I'm not stuck anymore. Okay, maybe I am still stuck. Oh no, there we go, we're fine now. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, and that's the reason why the AI is probably not going to be that useful on a dragon, because they're not going to be able to do too much. Okay, let me see if I can just wade in here, try to do massive damage. Ow, I'm actually almost dying myself. And I think we're pretty good. Let's just get my flame breath out there. There we go, nice amount of damage being dealt. Yes. They can all go roast. They can all get roasted. Thank you very much. They're going to be nice and tasty for Viserion's little snack. And then he'll go nom nom. And that is what we like, isn't it? Oh yes, that is what we like to see. He's actually still alive. Whoa, what's actually going on? Why is his flame breath still on? Okay, apparently his flame breath is still on. I don't know how that happened, but it seems like I glitched it out somehow. Don't know how, but there you go. Anyway, there we have it. Nice. Good amount of damage. Thankfully, there wasn't another army, because I feel like if there were 2 armies, or maybe 3, or whatever, they probably would have been able to very easily overwhelm us, and probably easily be able to achieve victory in these cases. So that's something to bear in mind as well. You know, they're not going to be, you know, dragons are not an invincible force that are going to give you victory after victory after victory. Yes, they do make a huge difference, but they definitely don't give you an automatic win. Or at least that's what I'm seeing so far. Anyway, we can take all of that, and then we can continue our little attack against this town here. As you can see, they only have 168 in the garrison. It's actually significant. Not entirely sure what they're even doing with this garrison, but I assume that they've actually just taken it, potentially. I'm not too sure what's going on with that. Anyway, let's just get my trebuchets up and running here as well. Vote for the new owner of that place. I don't really care who owns it, to be honest. I'm perfectly happy just doing my own thing here. And there we go. All right. So I'm hopeful actually that some of my people will come along and actually try to help me out here. He's okay. Yeah, he's gonna get it. Barristan's getting that. That's absolutely fine. And you can see here the defenses of this place are absolutely minuscule. They've already lost all of their walls, and they basically haven't done anything else. And there's an army right there as well. So this is absolutely perfect. Because obviously, if you remember, when we decided to attack some of these villagers from Sarnor, we lost a huge amount of influence. And yeah, now we're in the negative. Or we were in the negative until we had won that battle. And now, once we win this, and maybe once we go into the next battle as well, we'll probably be in a much better position. I'm going to go for the gates here. Wow, these walls are absolutely terrible. Okay, so yeah, let me just do this the old-fashioned way. Hello there. Wow, okay, that was very funny. Someone was obviously like, oh yeah, I'm just going to stand right behind the door. That sounds like a great plan, doesn't it? No, not at all. Okay, so we're going to go on a little excursion ourselves, because there aren't that many opponents in the garrison here. So I'm thinking that Elias, considering he is kind of a hero, you know, of his very own, he is kind of a hero, he should be able to do some pretty fun things. And that means going in here, attacking people as he likes. Maybe he's going to get some cool moments to enjoy. I don't know. I mean, we're just cutting down recruits at the moment, which is obviously not exactly amazing. Not very heroic, is it? But, well, if that's all I can get, you know, then that's all I can get. There's not much more I can do about that, is there? You know, if that's the only enemy that wants to fight us for a variety of reasons, then, you know, that's all I can really do. Oh no, I've got to be careful here. It's so funny how much movement speed you actually gain by not attacking with your weapon. It's actually remarkable. I don't know whether you've noticed that over the time that I've been running around here, but if you notice, when I'm not attempting to swing, it just literally gives me such an insane damage boost. No, not a damage boost, an insane speed boost. And I'm just gobsmacked every single time that happens, because I think to myself, wow, I really am moving really fast, you know? I'm not a slow coach from any particular perspective, you know, because look at this. I can catch up with this guy super easily. Well, maybe not super easily, but it does get us within range of a melee attack, and then I can just finish him off like so. But like when you're doing this, when you're actually attempting to swing, obviously you're going to be running slower, but it's actually amazing to see the difference. It really is. Anyway, I think we should be absolutely fine. There we go. We were good. And we were able to eliminate every single person, or as many people as we could. And, ooh, they got a bunch of rescued prisoners. Nice. We got some water dancers, Larathi cavalry. Ooh, we got some macemen as well, Bravosi captains, and so on and so forth. We might want to take a couple of these. Let's just shore up our forces, you know. Let's just try and get as many people as we can, because we do have some prisoners that are inevitably going to be converted to our side. But that's probably going to take a little bit of time, isn't it? You know, it's going to take quite a while. So, probably a good idea to try and make sure that we're you know, taking care of ourselves quite nicely here. Anyway, there we go. I could have actually donated troops into the garrison. I always forget to do that. My apologies. I know some people have been telling me, why don't you take these troops and put them into the garrison? Well, that's my bad, you know. That's my bad. I always forget to do that kind of thing. It's nothing to do with you or anything like that, but I just generally forget to do that kind of stuff. And yeah, anyway, let's just go straight on in here. I don't know whether I just want to... Should I just do this? Stop. Yeah, I think that was perfectly fine to do. We did lose 16 units, but that's not really particularly bad. Not going to take any of the prisoners, even though there is a... You know... even though there is a town back there, but they're not rescued prisoners or anything like that. Are we going to make peace? No. See, we're not making peace. Apparently, Dawn does not like fighting against House Targaryen for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. Every other faction seems to just be completely fine with it. It's very weird. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, whatever the case, let me just go back in here and we'll just sell a bunch of this. Try to get as much money as possible, even though money at this point is maybe not even necessary, to be honest, you know. I'm not sure whether it's going to be that useful. Anyway, very few defenders in here. I should probably go and... Oh, yeah, okay. Haha, have fun with that. This is exactly the reason why I should have taken those rescue troops. That would have made a huge difference, in my opinion, but oh well, never mind. Okay, so she's given it to someone. That's good. Norvos was actually also taken, so I didn't even need to be there to do that, which is actually significant. And, oh, there's actually a castle right here, amusingly enough. And there's also another castle over there and a town. Jorah actually went over there and took that. That's nice. Okay, so wait a minute. Hello. You have a lot of people. I'm going to attack you. Hello there. Alright, well, this is unfortunate that they managed to split off. Okay, we're just going to, once again, just continue letting people go because I want to try to get as much relation with these guys as possible, because if I can try to persuade them in the future to join us, or maybe they have good relations with us or something like that, then we're going to have a much easier time of being able to expand our faction and territory and so on. Anyway, we're just going to assault the siege camp right here. I don't see a reason why we shouldn't. Let's go straight on in. 255 against 450 something or other. So they almost have double our people, which is not exactly great, but you know, can't do much about that. So let's just do this and this. There we are. And let's see. This is a really, really flat battlefield. I'm always really surprised when they give us these kinds of battlefields, because this is actually going to be perfect for us if the enemy were to meet us on the field. If they don't meet us on the field, however, and they go into the trees, well, bad things are going to happen for us. That's all I can say. Just chase that guy down, thank you very much. Yeah, so as you can see, they are indeed going into the trees, which I am livid about. I really do not like it when they do that, because it makes it so much more difficult for our dragons to do anything. And that obviously wouldn't be the case in a sort of, you know, quote-unquote real situation. Because, of course, you know, real dragons could fly and, you know, do whatever else they needed to do, and they would be a little bit more intelligent than I am, you know, to avoid the trees and so on. But I mean, I can't do much about that, can I? So we're just gonna have to make do with what we have and hopefully not get stuck, he says, as he just gets stuck. Wonderful. Well, at least I'm not. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right damage, so at the very least that's what we can do. Can I get my cavalry to come over here actually as well? Okay. Is the other dragon actually doing anything? I mean, that's the point. I'm kind of thinking that it probably won't. Ah, okay, they've gone all the way up here. That is hilarious. Right, okay, well, I'm not sure what I can do about this. I guess I can just do this. Do a little bit of... Can I not do that? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, apparently it is not allowing me because of the slope, I assume. I think it's not... It's not allowing me to use the fire breath because we're on the low ground. We need to be on the high ground to be able to use the fire breath. Otherwise, it basically thinks that the snout of the dragon is actually in the ground, and it's making things not work. So that's a thing that I need to be very aware of here. as we move around. I'm going to actually just try to go through them. It's very risky for me to do this because they can stop me super, super easily, but not so risky for me to go into the archers. Hello, archers. Can I kill you all? Yes, there we go. Nice. That's what I like to see. There we are. Okay, perfect. That's what we like. Okay. Now, can I continue moving? Yes, I can. Okay. Whew. I was a bit worried there for a second. I was thinking to myself, were we going to die? Hopefully not, no. But yeah, there we are. We seem to be in a much better situation now. There we go. Now I can actually use the flame breath, as you can see, because we are pointing downwards and we have more space for the snout of the dragon. Well, that was that was very strong, wasn't it? Okay, I've got to be a bit careful here, though, because Viserion is actually almost dead. So I would very much appreciate it if we could get out of here. Oh, is he going to die? Oh, no, he's almost dead. Oh, he is actually almost dead. Oh, well, never mind. As we know, he's just, you know, he's just chilling out, all right? He's just chilling out. He's not actually dead. All right, so, yeah. Anyway, I actually wonder how many times I can actually get away with that, to be honest. Anyway, let me see if I can actually eliminate a couple of people on foot here. I actually really like fighting with this two-handed sword. As I've said multiple times before, I think two-handed is probably my favorite weapon type for melee combat in Bannerlord. It's just so satisfying, and it just gives you a lot of different options, because obviously you can decide what you want to use, whether that's an axe or a sword. Mostly I'm obviously going to use a sword, but if you want to use an axe, then you're going to just destroy shields so incredibly fast. Anyway, 65 renown for us right there, and we actually also had a death on the field too, which is very nice to see. And we can now just continue letting these guys go. No, Aegon! Are you serious? I didn't realize that he was here.
Is that you?
No.
Is that you?
Oh, that is absolutely terrible. Oh, you know, I'm still having, I need to get him, you know. I need to go after him, and I need to execute him for his betrayal earlier in the series. I really do need to do that. Okay, well, yeah, I didn't realize he was there. I really didn't. Okay, well, a missed opportunity, but hopefully we'll be able to get one very soon. Well, soon enough, shall we say. Oh well, never mind. Okay, I don't know where he even is. Who is he allied with anymore? Because it's been such a long time since we've had an update on his current status, so I'm actually going to take a look at that in just a second. Now we've eliminated all of Sarnor's armies, we should theoretically be perfectly fine to take both of these towns and that castle, but you can see exactly why I am perplexed as to the reason why Dawn is consistently making peace with us over and over again, because these guys, they're not suing for peace, but yet they are getting absolutely murdered from almost every single angle, and they're not the ones that are wanting peace. No, they're just, you know, taking it on the chin, as it were. But yeah, anyway, we are just going to spec this, thank you, and wait, we have one focus point. What do we spec into? Bows? I guess bows. We've spec'd into everything else, haven't we? Okay, there you have it. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.